This is crazy. Doctors performed the second ever pig heart transplant, and it was successful. Taylor Swift and Sophie Turner Girls Night Out take two. Joe Jonas be very afraid. Taylor has a new boy because she was at his game last night. Who is he? His name is Travis Kelce. May sound familiar, huh? Well, it looks like that's her new boy toy. And Usher is the new Super Bowl halftime show performer. Tell you all about it. It's coming up with what's trending.
What's Trending with Julie, brought to you by Dakota Coffee with 2 locations in Dothan, 1 in Enterprise. Scan the QR code to join their coffee club for a 10% discount. They've been here for 30 years because they are good. DakotaCoffee.com.
This is crazy, and only the second time ever surgeons performed a pig heart transplant to save a dying man. It must have worked because doctors at the University of Maryland Medicine say this 58-year-old Navy vet was cracking jokes and able to sit up in a chair just 2 days later. The same team of doctors did the first ever pig heart transplant last year, but the man only lived for 2 months. That's still 2 months that he may not have lived if he wouldn't have had that done. That's crazy. Well, this is definitely trouble for Joe Jonas because Taylor Swift and Sophie Turner just hit the town for a second time in a week together. Joe's ex were in New York and they were there hanging with friends amid Sophie's ugly divorce from Joe. Now, Sophie was seen first, and then Taylor rolled up in an SUV driven by a chauffeur with 2 beefy bodyguards to protect her, and they strolled inside the hotel with several pals following behind. Now, on Tuesday, they were having dinner at an Italian restaurant for a little brief period of time, but with the second outing, looks like they're fast becoming BFFs. Trouble for Joe. Looks like all signs point to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, speaking of Taylor, dating after all. Now, after weeks of wondering, Taylor was spotted watching his team, the Kansas City Chiefs, play the Chicago Bears last night. So Tay-Tay was captured on video wearing a red and white Chiefs jacket and cheering with his mom. If you say, oh, she's already being buddy-buddy with his mom, something's going on. How does Taylor Kelce sound? I don't know, but people were wondering if it worked that he gave her his number. He shot his shot, and he scored. Maybe he should have been a basketball player. Well, we now have our brand new Super Bowl halftime show performer. It is Usher. All I got to say is, yeah, had to pull a little John. But he just announced that he is going to be the next performer. He's going to take the stage at Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. And this is the first time the stadium has hosted the big game. So this is going to be good, very exciting. He also announced, so he must have known for a while, his 9th album is going to be released the same day. Come on. How perfect timing is that? Expect to hear some major hits, and I am ready for it. He's going to have a lot to live up to since Rihanna's performance from earlier this year was the most watched halftime show of all time. I still find that hard to believe, but he's got some big shoes to fill.
Don't forget to click below and subscribe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.